There is a new 9mm ammo on the market. This stuff right here, the VX9, formulated for concealed carry, EDC, self-defense, home defense, that sort of thing. And today I want to check some accuracy on it. We're going to shoot for some groups. We're going to do that with 3 different firearms. We've got the Rost Martin RM1C, which is a great example of a concealed carry striker fired handgun. Then we've got the Girsan MC35 high power, which is a good example of a hammer fired concealed carry EDC self defense handgun. And then I also want to run some of this through the Henry Homesteader. This could be, of course, home defense and that sort of thing, but this one right here could also be used for hunting and could also be used for dealing with those pesky predator problems out there on the property. So, going to be interesting to see how it does in the old Henry as well. Before we sling any rounds down range, let's take a look at this Velocitas VX9 ammo. So it's lead free, meaning it is solid copper. It is a hollow point 96 grain projectile, which is a little on the light side for 9mm. But I have function tested this in quite a few different things, and so far I haven't found anything it doesn't work in. We do have a lot number, I noticed, there on the box. That is really cool. And see if we can get a close-up view. That is a pretty neat looking projectile. It does have the little, almost like a polymer insert, but you can kind of see how that projectile is grooved, and that obviously is going to aid in expansion. Let's start out here with the Henry Homesteader, and this does have the Gideon Optics Omega as well as the Ranger Point Precision Rail on it. And I've got a video on the channel on those if you want to dive down that rabbit hole. So we're going to go 5 rounds off of the multi-cal steady rest here. Then I'm going to go 5 rounds unsupported. With the carbine here, we're going to go 25 yards, and then I'll move that target in to 10 yards for the handguns. But see what she will do. Here we go. All right, I've got to reload. Then we will do the 5 offhand. All right, here we go. Offhand. Unsupported. Yeehaw. Let's go take a look. All right, 25 yards out. This top target, easy to tell because it is a smaller group, right? Top target is off of the rest, and the bottom target there is offhand. So unsupported on that bottom target. Not too terrible. Pretty good groups either way. So let's move on. All right, now I've replaced the targets and I've moved that target stand forward to 10 yards. Going to go with the Rost Martin RM1C. I won't have to change mags. I got all 10 rounds in this. I just have to count them, make sure that I come off the rest when we're done with the 5 rounds supported. Here we go. By my count, that was 5. Now let's go unsupported. All right, let's go take a look. All right, I don't know how to explain this, but that top one is from the Rest. Bottom one is unsupported offhand. Bigger group on that Rest. Only thing I can think of is maybe I was trying too hard, but the 10-yard right there, unsupported, definitely a good group. And now we'll do the same thing with the Girsan MC35 high power here. 10 yards. Hopefully I will be able to count them properly. Here we go. There was 5. Now let's go unsupported. Nice. Let's go see how we did. By the way, if you're interested in picking up any of these sticky targets, link, as always, down in the pinned comment below, along with other things we use here on the channel. So top one there from the Rest. Bottom one is offhand, unsupported. Not terrible groups for 10 yards for sure. Now it's your turn to jump down in those comments below and let me know how you think the new VX9 here from Velocitas did with those group sizes. I think it did okay. I know that you guys are probably going to want a little more ballistic data, maybe some velocity testing, some weight retention testing, and maybe some expansion testing as well. That is coming. We're going to do that with the VX9 in these firearms. That video is in the works. If it is not linked up here right now, that means it is coming soon. So be sure to smash that subscribe button, set that bell notification so you'll know as soon as that one drops.